In this day of Reformed theology, we are now living in an age of what I call the religion of things. Now, when I was growing up at the True Vine Missionary Baptist Church in Newhart on Highway 147 South, they used to say, much prayer, much power. I'm not suggesting that there's anything wrong with wanting or having nice things. But what I am saying is that things ought not be the ultimate thing that determines who I am.
Dr. Christopher Davis, Senior Pastor of St. Paul Baptist Church, is committed to taking God's Word to a hurting and lost generation as he builds people of purpose, power, and praise. And now, the preaching and teaching ministry of Dr. Christopher Davis.
Because isn't it funny how some folk, when they get blessed, will change up on you? Did you hear what I just said? See, some people can receive a blessing from the Lord, come up in their standard of living, and still maintain their focus. See, some folk can get blessed, they still eat vinyls. They still eat beanie weenies. They still eat Roman noodles. They still talk about how good the Lord has been. But there are some others of y'all, the moment you get two nickels and a dime to rub together, you start acting funny. You start acting like strangers we never knew. You can't handle the blessing of the Lord. Are you praying with me? One good blessing and some of y'all lose your mind. You finally got a dress that you didn't buy on sale, and you got nerve enough to walk up in here and not speak to nobody. How dare you act funny and you just got what you got? Look at your neighbor and say, can you stand to be blessed? See, not everybody can handle a blessing. Long as you had that hoopty, everybody could get a ride. Finally got you a car with less than 50,000 miles on it. Now you don't want nobody riding in your back seat. Come on, talk to me. When you were broke, everybody call you Leroy. What's up, Leroy? What's up, Leroy? Now you finally got a little piece of money. My name is Leroy. I wish I had some helpers in the house. Not everybody can stand to be blessed. You're not careful, you'll mess around and get blessed and get an old restless spirit. See, the Satan knew that the only way to get him out of the house was to send him a restless spirit. And I ain't talking about nobody, I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. But there's some folk in the church that's got an old restless spirit. They don't know what to do. Ain't happy at home, so they wake up early on Sunday, hurry up and get dressed so they can come to church. So as soon as they get to church and sit down, they get a restless spirit in the church, put up one thing and tip out and go back home. Just a restless spirit. Folk that are real thin trying to put weight on. Folk that got some weight on them trying to take weight off them. Just a restless spirit. Fat folk want to be thin, thin folk want to be fat. Young folk are acting wrong trying to act old, and old folk trying to act young. Just a restless spirit. Folk ain't got no hair gluing on hair. Folk got a little hair cutting off hair. Just a restless spirit. Just a restless spirit. Restless spirit. Folk got jobs quitting them. Folk ain't got no job looking for one. It's a restless spirit. Folk that's married trying to get rid of their husband, trying to get rid of their wife, saying I'm tired of them, I want to be single. Folk that are single standing at the door saying throw them over here, I'll take them. Just a restless spirit. When I grew up, I'd take Highway 147. I'd pull off of the gravel road. It's called Anthonyville now, but when I was growing up, we called it Newhart. But if you made a quick turn, Pastor Moore, then you come to my big mama house. And right behind my big mama's house was my mama's house. And right next to my big mama house was my Uncle Willie's house. And next to my Uncle Willie's house was my Uncle Main's house. And next to my Uncle Main's house was my Grandma Ellie's house. Are y'all praying with me? And so all up and down that gravel road was my mama house, my big mama house, my uncle house, my grandmama house. What are you trying to tell me, Davis? As long as I was on that gravel road, I couldn't be messed with. Because see, I was in a blessed place. I wish I had. As long as I was up and down that gravel road, you could not mess with me. And so what I do is, Georgia, I would run up and down that gravel road. I'd play the dozen with the best of them. I talk trash with the rest of them. And Billy, you know what they tell me? You better not come off that, I bet you won't come off that road. I tell them, I bet you right. Because as long as I'm in the blessed place, you can't mess with me. When the devil get you out of the blessed place